After we packed up the tent and all our equipment, we left our campsite at BLM land. We were going to cross Utah border that day. Our next overnight stop was supposed to be at Cedar Creek, Utah. That day, we had about 27 miles to paddle according to Google Maps. It took us 7 hours with a headwind and hills. We walked most of the way. The spot that we were hoping for the night was not as we expected. The Google Maps showed it as clear space for camping surrounded by bushes, making it easier to camp unnoticed. The spot turned out to be a shooting range filled with trash. Our warm shower host, Jay and Julia, wanted to make a surprise for our kids and bring them pancakes and sausages. So our rendezvous point was at Cedar Creek, Utah. But as it took us such a long time to get to the destination, we ended up asking them for food, which they did bring to our delight. Once arriving at our destination, we had some trouble with the cell phone signal as well. We decided that it would be best to go back up the road and hope to get some signal and maybe see Jay and Julia passing by on the car. We were exhausted after paddling and walking with a headwind all day. When we got to the road, we managed to get a signal, and at the same time we saw Jay and Julia. So we decided to head back. When we were on our way back to the main road, we met a gentleman with his dog. He offered us a spot in his cabin, but it was 10 miles back in Idaho. We agreed. And we had a wonderful evening talking to Colby. Kids enjoyed playing with pets. And next morning after breakfast, we took off again to cross the border. We left Snowville where we had camped. We had a decision to make the next morning. Either we go on the back roads, which would take us 2 days to get to Tremonton, or we would just pedal on Highway 84. Only 37 miles. But little did we know how tough it would be. It was our first 37 miles. We will never forget the rattlesnake pass with a crazy uphill. Kids entertained themselves by gesturing the truck drivers to pull on the horn, which they did.
Day 18, it is the morning. We are heading to Brigham City. Yesterday we did 37 miles up and down hills. So today we're taking it a little bit easy with 26 miles. Yellow bello.
Jordan River Trail tremendously till we reached the Salt Lake City limits. We became crowded, made us feel uncomfortable, especially kids. We stayed at the KOA in Salt Lake City, so we decided to ride as fast and as far as possible away from Salt Lake City next morning. And we ended up pedaling 25 miles along the Jordan River Trail with amazing views. We stayed in Draper for 2 days to recover, and we were trying to find the tires before leaving Utah because we ran out of them. We called multiple shops, and none of them had any tires. When we left hotel in Draper, our morning started with my tire developing a bulge. We had to push our bikes up the hill to get to the cleared area and fix the tire. So we started our day. Where did we start our day? Oh, Draper. And then we decided to pedal 39 miles to Provo. And the incident happened to my bicycle. I got a flat tire. Yes. Twice. That's the second time. The first one, I had a tumor growing on my bicycle tire. It got popped up. For some reason it started bubbling and the bubble came up. We're 21 miles away from Provo. We already made the reservation at the campground. That's the second time I had to stop because of my tire. When we woke up next morning in Provo, besides my broken tire, we were faced with the snow in the mountains. Our tent was covered with frost. We had to decide what to do next. Jose and I had a decision to take because we had no extra tires for replacement. We didn't want to risk it. We didn't have any way to replace tire. My tire was completely broken. And we decided to drive all the way to New Mexico. So we rented a truck and we headed out. On our way was a Utah tricycle shop and decided to stop by and check it out. And guess what? We found the tires. We ended up buying 4 tires. We spent a couple of days in New Mexico with our friend and his family. And when we were about to leave, Jose's bicycle had broken spokes. We had to delay our departure for a couple of days. So we were on our way out.
In Osvaldo's house, ready to leave. And look, 1 spoke broken, 2 spoke broken, 3 spoke broken. Let's see what else. 4 spokes broken.
4 spokes.
4
now
spokes.
I have to rebuild the whole thing.
Now we have to rebuild the whole tire, the whole wheel. Look, parece una obra de arte. A pretty cool design with like everything just falling in pieces. Let's get on it.
Went to a bicycle shop in Alamogordo, New Mexico, where we found the spokes to replace.
We were riding and then Mom heard a hissing sound. So it ends up, we got a screw in the tire, and tire screw. And as you can see, we're literally
Look over
in the middle of nowhere. That's the screw.
Drywall screw. Beautiful drywall screw. It went right through the tall tire. On the next guy.
We should keep it as a souvenir. Sucks to be us, honestly. Middle of nowhere, too.
Oh, it's bouncy.
Oh.
Again on the side of the road on the highway, changing a tire. Got a big screw one on the tire, and we have a really big cut, almost brand new tire. It has like maybe 400 miles on it. Luckily, we bought some extra tires. We have a brand new tire to put on it. Help us today. How many more miles we got?
23.
23 more miles to go. And everybody's on the sun, enjoying the vitamin D. There you go. Changing how to, or learning how to change a tire in the middle of the highway. Yeah, the best homeschool experience.
Life learning.
Live learning. You're gonna learn how to change a tire in the middle of nowhere. 3 days later, we're still changing a tire.
We had 96 miles between us and Texas. We made a stop in Oro Grande at middle of nowhere RV park. The lady there is amazing. Our friends came back because we forgot something and they decided to bring it to us. Oh, the chicken Popeyes never tasted better after pedaling 44 miles.